Hey folks, Gregg Sharp, CEO, World Series of Arm Wrestling. To add to our exciting season 4 and our totals for prize money as well as awards, we're taking a different direction this year, which I think is going to be extremely exciting for the community of arm wrestling and will really open up the opportunity, if you will, for more to get involved with us in San Diego at the finals. So what we've come up with after reviewing quite a bit of seasons 1 through 3 is we are going to open up our regional tournament hosts to be able to expand and let regional promoters that fit the conditions in terms of what we are proposing to offer regionals in their area that are atypical to what we've been doing with World Series of Arm Wrestling. What that really means, folks, is that we're going to start taking where our base areas are and expanding out in different directions from them. Start to expand out into the international market as well. How do you do that? And that's what this video is really about. It's the how to move forward if you would like to be with us in terms of a regional and a host for World Series of Arm Wrestling in Season 4 and beyond. So I want to go over this, but before I do, snap, clap, point, take the glasses off because I'm old. If I've got the glasses on, I'm not going to be able to read what's here. So Anthony is going to do the world of editing, and he will actually bring up these points as we're talking. But the document that we were sending out right now to all of our regional hosts that have already showed us an interest, and we have interest now in Mexicali, we have interest in Florida, we have interest in Virginia, and we have interest in Chicago. All of those locations are pending moving forward, as well as our normal areas that we're going to be at. So there will be some changes to our schedule, though, and you're going to have to bear with me as I go through that. I think this year is going to be our most exciting. I just left an amazing conversation with someone that potentially can additionally change the trajectory of what we are doing, and perhaps we can get to that illustrious six-figure or better payout here quicker than we even anticipate with World Series of Arm Wrestling. But that's another video. So how do you host the World Series of Arm Wrestling Regional, and what does that really mean to you as a potential regional host? Well, number one, you have to have a date between April 2nd and September 30th. Now, we are going to have a date that's outside that September 30th mark. Unfortunately, for us, we can't bring it inside that because it's already an established tournament. But it's only 1 week into October. The reason why we want to keep you guys before September 30th is because we want to be able to award the hotel rooms as well as allow those folks who want to come out to the finals enough time to be able to get their airplane tickets ready and marked away, right? So that's the number one thing. We want to go April 2nd to September 30th. In order to do this, we need you to send us an email with your dates or a DM, one or the other, with your dates, the location, and the weight classes that you want to run. Now, we're going to have a discussion on the weight classes here shortly because we are going to be providing medals, and so there are some stipulations on our weight classes. Also, we need to know if you're filming that. We want to know if you'd like to have gaming included in your event, meaning do you want us to promote you and open up the pari-mutuel betting for you on BetSparkit. And then last, we will send you an approval in terms of allowing you and us to come together. It's an agreement just like the one I have in my hand, and that way you'll be able to sign it and we can move forward with you. I think the important thing that we want to really impress and express upon anyone that's watching this that wants to run a regional tournament with us is the things that we're going to provide. And World Series of Arm Wrestling, first thing we're going to provide is the medals. We're going to provide to you a first, second, and third World Series of Arm Wrestling medal for a total of 28 weight classes. 5 weight classes need to, no more than 5 weight classes, I should say, need to be on the men's pro right or left. You can have less, but we do not want to go any further than 5 weight classes. We'll allow you to establish your own weight classes. Number 2, we want to make sure you have at least 5 men's amateur left and right weight classes as well. And typically that's standard for any promotion out there. Number 3, no more than 2 women's weight classes because it will emulate our classes out here, 54 and under and 55 and above, and no more than 2 master weight classes, again, emulating our schedule with 210 and below and 211 plus. We are going to give you those medals. Now, if you already have medals, in lieu of medals, we will send you a $250 sponsorship for you to go out and buy your own medals or put towards your own awards. We don't mind. We do have the ability to send you very, very nice new 2025 medals. But if you already have your medals bought, we understand. We don't want you to have to come out of pocket as we're going to give you that allotment of $250. Number 2, we're going to provide a minimum of 4 hotel rooms, but no more than 8 hotel rooms, depending upon the designation of the event. Why this is important? Well, number 1, if you are an area that's overlapping, another area where we have already an event, then we can't give you a full value of hotel rooms because it's counterintuitive. We want to make sure that people are coming to the World Series events and not splitting up the town, as they would say, or killing the town by having multiple events in a very short period of time. But we also want to make sure that if you're running a big regional, that you have enough hotel rooms in order for you to be able to award to those winners how you see fit. Now, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to work with you on those hotel rooms. It's very, very important for us to make sure we dial in the names. We want those people to come. We are also going to give you as the host a 2-night stay at the final in our host hotel. So not only do you get an allotment of rooms anywhere from 4 to 8, depending upon the size of your tournament, the time of your tournament, and so on, but we're also going to give you as the host director a free 2-night stay in the host hotel. Pretty cool, huh? I think so. What we need you to provide, and I think this is just as important as what we're providing. Number 1, we need you to provide a positive, well-lit location for athletes to compete. That's very important, guys. I want to make sure that the safety is the number 1 thing for all of our athletes, and having a well-lit, positive place is something that goes a long way. Number 2, you will need to have all athletes sign a waiver for the location and weigh in to compete in their appropriate weight class, to include also in that some legal inserts for us in terms of indemnification and participation for us as WSA. Number 3, you are able to charge whatever rate you want for your event. You want to charge $20 an arm or $60 an arm. We're not going to tell you what you can or cannot charge. There is a reason for that, and that reason is this year our finals will require an entry fee of $50 per arm per weight class that you compete in. And if it's the open weight class, you may only compete in one weight class appropriately for prize money, left and right. Number 4, all participants must be over the age of 18 unless a signature for the competitor is followed by their parent or legal guardian's signature. That means if you're 16, 17, 15, and your parents aren't there to sign off on that waiver, you cannot compete in that host tournament. We want to make sure that everybody's not only safe, but we want to make sure that everybody is able to make good decisions on their own behalf. Number 5, all the proceeds from that event goes right to the host. So if you run a huge event and you have 200-300 entries into that event, guess how much we are taking away from you as the host? 0. If you have minimal events but it covers your cost, again, all the proceeds go to you as the host. However, you are in charge of your own operations. We are not financing any of the regionals for our hosts. Rather, they are going to take on the responsibility of making sure that they are running good, clean, solid events that are funded prior to going out there. And folks, just so that you know, not everybody can run a regional tournament. We are going to sit down, we're going to vet those people that we're working with to the best of our ability to make sure that they have the means to be able to deliver exactly what they're promising. Number 6, the host will provide event information for WSA to create promotional flyers to use to promote the event. That's right, folks. We're going to create a flyer for you. We're going to put the weight classes, the time of the event, the address of the event, all the pertinent information of the event. We're going to put that together for you for free. Now, you're more than welcome to put out your own flyers and include the WSA logo. However, for your purposes to market and to able to hopefully drive people to come work with you at the event, either as athletes or as operational staff, we're going to provide you that flyer for you to promote. And number 7, this is the most important one, folks, and this is one of the ones we're really going to kind of dial in on you guys as hosts. You will need to provide all the names of the athletes and the brackets within 72 hours of the finish of the event. Again, this should be a no-brainer. This should be a layup. All you really have to do is send me the email of your brackets so that we can then take those names and put them into our spreadsheet so we know who has qualified. And once again, in Season 4, anyone who participates in our events are qualified for the finals with, of course, those exceptions that we already know and we don't talk about. So this is our document. There are some other stipulations in terms of conditions as a host. However, these are more on the end that provides us indemnification as a company. We also give you a sample waiver for people to sign. That's very important. But most importantly, folks, our goal right now is to expand to those areas that we have not been able to traditionally hit. And by doing so, we are hoping to bring the biggest and best cash tournament event that the U.S. have seen in a very long time. It all falls into you guys, you as the athletes. If you want to provide an incredible experience for yourselves here at the finals, as well as stay involved with the World Series of Arm Wrestling, the very best thing that you could do is watch our Instagram, our social medias, our YouTubes. Make sure that you're liking, subscribing, notifying, all of those things. So as these flyers get posted, you guys will be the first to know. Folks, we're super excited here. Our first regional looks to be at May 17th, Tactical Arms, Pulling for Perseverance. It's their suicide awareness tournament. Justin Green and his team up there doing an amazing job for all of the arm wrestling community and giving back to a cause that's very near and dear to his heart. Get involved if you're up in the North area. It's a great way for you to be a part of all of the action and support those local and regional promoters. Guys, WSA is on the rise. We are immensely excited on what's coming out. I actually wish that I could tell you what my phone calls were today, but if anything goes well over the next week, we'll be having another video letting you know some more exciting developments in our world. And hopefully our world translates to a great experience in yours. Have a great night, folks. This is Gregg Sharp, World Series of Arm Wrestling, signing off.